Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm here being joined by Joe Cortez. Now, it's always great to see you, especially after a busy summer that you've had, kind of helping Conor McGregor with the rules. How's everything been after the fight?
Everything's been great. We got a lot of good, positive feedback as far as the way McGregor fought, because he fought a pretty decent fight. He got away with a couple of dirty taps on the head. I thought Robert Burr should have taken a point, but that's neither here nor there. But it turned out to be a little bit better than what we expected, for the simple reason it went 10 rounds. A lot of fans didn't think we could go that far, and on top of that, he hit him with some punches that people were not expecting. They were saying that he wasn't going to touch Floyd Mayweather. He was in for a big surprise.
And given that, I mean, you've, kind of seen him and throughout, his sparring sessions leading up to the fight, did it surprise you, though, that he went 10 rounds with Floyd?
No, it didn't surprise me at all, because I thought I was going to go the distance, because during training, he was going 12 rounds with no problems at all. I was surprised that he got tired out, winded during the fight, especially like after the 4th round. And I guess that's because the tension and the pressure builds up. And you got a Floyd Mayweather in front of you. It's not like having a regular sparring partner in front of you during the sparring session. So, but I was pleasantly surprised that it went 10 rounds.
Now, did you guys talk after the fight, or have you spoken to him since?
I have not spoken to him at all. Just the night of the fight, I got to see him. Before the fight, not after the fight, I had to go do my ESPN stuff right after the fight, so I wasn't able to catch up with him. But I got some results, some feedback from his people thanking me and for the way everything ended up at the end, and the way we worked it out during sparring.
Yeah, well, I'm glad everything, turned out very well. And speaking of sparring, though, but have you spoken to Paulie? Because I feel like towards the end of, that camp, it was like more noise was for Paulie and Conor.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too while it was happening, because they got a lot of more buzz, a lot of more interest. What the heck was going on with Paulie and McGregor in the sparring session? And I was the trainer, I was the referee during the sparring session, so it was a lot of fun. But yes, I got to speak with Paulie after that on a radio interview. We were on a conference call together, and he thanked me for helping out. And I told him, I said, I think to shut everybody up, maybe they should have a fight, a real fight. Now that McGregor showed that he does have some talent, let's put McGregor and Paulie together. I think it'd be a great fight. I think the fans would buy that, because it would be interesting.
And if that fight, does come into fruition, because I know both of them were kind of talking about it, or saying, hey, let's put the rumors to rest or whatnot. But would you be interested in helping Conor again if, he does get a fight with Paulie?
Yes, not only will I help him out, I like to really push for that fight to happen, because I think that it's a fight that a lot of fans will like to see what the hell happened during that sparring session. And I can tell you, I was in there for 12 rounds with him, and there was a lot going on. I think it'll bring a lot of attention to the boxing fans and to the MMA fans to see what really went on in sparring in the gym that day. I guarantee you that fight should happen.
And so was it very competitive in there?
It was very competitive. That's what I'm saying. It should happen, because I know for a fact it would make a good fight, a much better fight than Mayweather.
So do you know, like, is it true though that they're not really, on good terms though?
I would say they're not on good terms. I mean, it's all over and done with, but it would be a good thing to make the match happen. And let him bring back all that negative stuff that went on during that week of the sparring. Fighters, they can say a lot of smack talk when they're coming up for a fight. But once it's all over, you see they always embrace each other, just like McGregor did with Floyd. And there was a lot of smack talking going on. What happened at the end? They were embracing each other. Why? Hey, you know what? They said, we did what we had to do. We made a lot of money. Nobody got hurt. We're like brothers now. And that's the way the sport of boxing is.
And the photos that Conor's team did post, of Paulie, would you say they were pretty accurate?
There's photos out there that look like somebody getting that hell kicked out of them. And you know what? That's just photos. but there were some real good punches on both sides. I can say those photos, some of those photos were for real, but they should show some of the photos that Paulie hit McGregor with as well. So, you know, sometimes you favor your fighter. Who put him out, they're going to put for their fighter. But if the other side want to put it on, they had just as many punches on the other side coming in too for the photos. So it was interesting. Some of those photos, but yeah, they were pretty accurate.
And so if that fight does happen, though, and you said it would be a competitive fight, but could you see how Conor could win that fight? Do you think that would be possible? Because, like, with the Mayweather fight, like you mentioned, you know, some people were saying, hey, I doubt Conor can even land a punch on Floyd. So with Paulie's situation, do you think it would be an easy win for Paulie, or what do you think, since you've seen it?
No, I won't say it would be an easy one for Paulie because, I mean, Paulie was not in 100% shape, and McGregor has a lot to learn about boxing, and Paulie comes in much better shape. I mean, Paulie's been retired, but will he come back? I'm sure he'll come back for easy $10 million or $20 million or more. You know, so those are numbers I can see happening in that type of a fight, and why not? And Paulie, he's a great guy. He's a personal friend. You know, we work together as commentators, and him with Showtime, I'm with ESPN, but we run into each other a lot. He's a sweetheart of a guy. You got to know him, and he's the real deal. So as a friend, and I think it would be a great fight for him and McGregor. I think that they're going to have a fight. If they make that fight happen, the fans will get their money's worth. I guarantee you that.
Maybe 2018, possibly?
Yeah, why not? You know, anything's happening. It's possible. I like to be part in that mix in there with him, with McGregor again, to keep him, make sure he follows those rules that we did during the sparring for the Mayweather fight. Yeah, he was a great student, and I loved working with him in this camp. And Paulie would be a great opponent for him. I think that fight should happen. I'll be the first one to come up there and say, let's get it going. Let's get it going, guys. It can happen.
And you did mention, you know, the sparring sessions that you saw all 12 rounds. So was it safe to say that both sessions between Paulie and Conor went the distance?
Oh, yeah. No, they all went the distance. You know, we did, I believe it was 8 rounds one time. And we did several times, 8 rounds, 12 rounds. And every time they were in that ring, it was very competitive. I had a lot of fun. I was saying to myself, wow, this is good again. After being retired, I feel like I'm in a real fight with these guys. I was pulling these guys apart. I was breaking them up. It was like they made me work my tail off. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it'll make a real good fight.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, you know, that does come together or start becoming in the works for 2018.
If McGregor's people want me to come back and train him, help bring him back I would definitely help them with that. And I think that it'll be a good move for both Paulie and him to duke it up together, because I think it'll be a good fight. And, you know, we'll see if they call me back. If they call me back, they were very pleased with what I did with him last time. I think we could do a lot more if we have more time to work out.